Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Good to have you. Thank you for joining me. We got another stream going on. We got more Kenshi today. We've got a new camera and lighting setup, so let me know what you think. I'm still working on it a little bit, but I hope it is an upgrade overall. I feel like it's a little clearer, a little sharper than what we had before. Hope everybody's been doing well. Thanks for your patience with everything and streams not being, as much as they have been. Just family and life stuff going on right now. That's taken some of my time and left me, a little more drained than usual. So appreciate all the support on that. As for the matter at hand, it's Kenshi. It has been a week. It is Kenshi time again, and I'm excited to get back into it. As always, it feels like there's more just around the corner for us to do and discover. So I'm excited. We have some things to wrap up at the base, and then I think we may take ourselves a little journey to some unknown locations and see what we might see. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let's pause this music. Let's see, Rainstorm Wonder, congrats on grabbing the first redeem today. I hope you're well. Also, hello, Myco Druid and Mad Jester and Herb Emoji. Appreciate y'all being here. New places. Yes, we're going to see some new places. All right. Well, that's the hope anyways. Kenshi, here we come. Is OBS going to pick it up? No, because I have it looking for Fallout 2. Perhaps now. There it is. There's the screen we know and love. So I kind of feel like I'm just speculating, but all the technology we have, the automatic miners and the hydroponics and all of that stuff, I feel as though that is actually preparing us to create an outpost outside of the Ashlands, because that is what one of the notes said. Wait, do we have... Okay. Okay, I thought the Hive were attacking us again. Are the Hive attacking us again? Or are we shooting at bandits? I think we're just shooting at bandits. Double is engineering. Double needs to stop and get food. Double has food. Oh, and took a bite of it. I don't know why she's still starving then. Oh, yeah. We left the group in the Shrieking Forest. We still have to come home, eh? All right, well, let's start our journey. Wing Wang is doing okay. So he can carry now, and we'll carry Beep. Ezra, good evening. Hope you're well. That's a terrifying name for a forest. It's because the people that live here just shriek constantly. You know, no big deal. Good to see Wing Wang in good spirits indeed. Got a wider view, now you can goon harder. It sounds like your limitations were in your own mind previously. What's up, Taps? You know what's interesting is that I'm an enemy of the Holy Nation, but not all these cities are lit up red. It makes me wonder if somebody else controls them. Sorry for calling you out in raid last week. I realized the error of my ways. This is a big learning moment for you, and I appreciate it, but don't sweat it. All right, so we are here. So our choices, we can go around Mongrel, or we can cut through Holy Nation territory. Let's go around Mongrel. You enjoyed the editing on my new Fallout video. You're guessing that's the new editor's work? Yes. Or at least that is the editor that I hired this time around off of Fiverr. So yeah, if it ends up being good, and I think I will give them, a couple more chances to see just a variety of work. As I start playing things that are not Kenshi, I will send my VODs over. I know I'm way behind on editing Kenshi, but I do have a certain kind of vision for it. Who is injured that we're moving so slowly? Did I switch cams or just adjust the view? I got a new camera that I'm trying out. It's also got this thing. So if I turn it on tracking mode, it will follow me around the camera or around the room as I move. I don't know if I want that or if I want it to if I want to have a fixed frame of reference. We can try both. Worked well for that video. Thank you. Hey, Love Glutton, welcome in. It's photo. Actually, a bunch of people have messed up legs.
Hello, Gordon.
Hello, hello. I wonder if we can get Fumin to splint these and move faster. Is it one of those OBS bot cameras? This one is an Insta360 Link 2. But it's a very similar idea. We're moving faster now. Yeah, there we go. Just throw some splints on the leg. You'll be fine. You look good? Thank you. That's what I come here for, to look good and get compliments. I also finally put up the light that they gave me at a TwitchCon event in TwitchCon 2023. I finally unboxed it and put it up. I had to buy a stand for it. That's why it didn't come with a stand. Old Cam had this constant stutter to it that drove you insane, but it seems to be gone now. I didn't notice a stutter, but I did notice this, flickering, this static visual snow in the old one that I could never get to go away. There was a lot with that camera that even though it should have been, in theory, a very high-quality camera, I could never get the settings looking the way I wanted them to. Better late than never. Yeah, indeed. Who are you? Oh, Shrieking Bandit. They are the ones for whom this forest is named. Also, I'd like to retract your previous statement in the case I decide to go back to the old cam. No, it's good to know. It's good feedback. Oh, that is a lot of limbs rolling downhill. We have detached a lot of limbs. Also, when I habitually leg bounce, this camera doesn't seem to go up and down. Maybe that's the stutter you're talking about, Taps. Maybe it's my stimming was bouncing the camera. This camera is a lot smaller and lighter, and it's on its own gimbal, so it doesn't react the same way to a gentle bounce. If your legs were going during stream, that was probably it. Yeah. And my leg's going right now, let me tell you what, but I don't notice the same up and down that the other one had. So we still have a couple of these little duckling bots with us that will still get us into trouble if we try to go anywhere friendly. Hey, Willow, welcome in. Good to have you. I'm doing all right. Things are okay. I'm glad to be here. Gentle bounce resistance +1 exactly. It is just the buff I needed. So I've been real busy. I have not had a chance to check into getting Fallout 2 working. So I don't know if we'll go back to Fallout 2 if I have free time this week. I got another super weird game that I think is going to be really fun to play. I got that working. So if we don't get Fallout 2 up, we can play my weird mystery game. We're just going to keep on moving. And then maybe even if they win that fight, they just kind of stay there. Had you at weird. Tapster, thank you for the 5 gift subs. I appreciate it. Yeah, one to Just Frasa and Jarl of Goats, Gabriel, Wolf, and Boca. I appreciate that very much. You try to spoil me with all these sub gifts. I see what you're doing and it's working. I've seen this before. Just gifts so you can get away with being a toxic chatter. You know I shouldn't say this. You know what is it called? The hot crazy matrix that's like, you can be so hot and so crazy. I feel like you're trying to do that with Twitch chat. You're trying to thread the toxic to gift sub matrix. You're trying to find the Goldilocks zone of the right amount of gift subs to the nominal amount of Twitch toxicity. It's not working. You keep pissing people off. Hey, what's up? I said good to have you. I only say I shouldn't say it because I'm so woke, apparently, and I understand that things like the hot crazy matrix are sometimes used by people to objectify or invalidate the experiences of women, and I don't want to perpetuate that culture, but it happens to be a very humorous analog for the point I was trying to make, okay? Kitty, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it, and y'all, we're in a hype train. Thank you so much for that. Thought I am narcoleptic. How could I be woke? Schedule 3 substances, baby. Kitty, I hope you're doing well. Beef is just getting uppies. Beef is just along for the ride. Opening Google Calendar. Okay, which ones am I scheduling? Honestly, whichever 3 you're feeling. See, I would let Beep walk if his leg wasn't so destroyed that he was going to slow us down. All right, I want to be careful around stack, but other than that, I feel as though we can head back this way. I forget if this is Dreg or more Cannibal Plains. I think cannibals exist there either way. So, you know, we'll deal with them when they come. Look at those goats. Those goats just going to town on the Fogmen. I wonder if the Fogmen eat the goats. I don't actually know that. Like, obviously they take people and eat them, but do they eat livestock and stuff too? Oh, wait. Speaking of... Hey, y'all, thanks for that hype train. Level 2, 78%. I appreciate the support. These days, if it's not going towards a stream upgrade, all the contributions are going towards my editing and other general investments in stream, so you are appreciated. You got a hype train thing, you earned it. That's yours. Take care of it, show it off to the world. Who's at my gate? Are you telling me one hungry bandit broke down my gate? Twitch was like, you already have all the hype train emotes, so we'll give you this weird badge instead. The badge is when you start a hype train. You're the conductor. You can conduct my train any day. I like that this time the Hive, who previously fought with us for no reason, are helping us. They're just absolute agents of chaos. Saint, you better get back inside. They're about to lock you out. So I've got a story to tell you. Stop me if you've heard this one before. The story goes like this. This week is the week I was supposed to get my life together. I was supposed to get my editing together. I was supposed to get ideas out for future videos, supposed to wrap up some playthroughs, and then life happened, so the life getting together did not happen. But the real talk version of that is I have made progress editing the next Kenshi VOD. It might actually, I might cut out a lot, because I'll be honest, not a lot always happened in the early days of Kenshi. There were times I spent like 12 hours researching stuff. But I am making progress on it. I am getting back to that. And I hope to have Kenshi VODs coming. I hope to have edited videos on the way, and then maybe some other stuff. It'll just be nice when certain things in life calm down a little bit. It'll be a little easier to get back to those things. This is kind of a trek, huh? Honestly, it's amazing the scope of this world that an indie team put together. Very impressive game. Who's doing what now? Oh, some hungry bandits got back up. They hadn't been thoroughly enough put down in the first place. I feel like some of my people are using very outdated weapons. They are. Masaru is still using a mid-grade salvage. We're like 12 ranks above that now. Katoon number 1. Yeah, we've, I need to take a second when we get back to base and just organize and square some things away. There's no reason for them to still be using those weapons, other than I just haven't taken the time to make sure everybody is equipped with the new good stuff. Hive territory, it's been a while since I left. In the Hive, nothing matters, nothing exists, nothing is desired. Trying to see who's saying that. Ice. Just checked Steam, and Kenshi's on sale 60% off. Yes, Kenshi is part of the sale going on, so, you know, if you've been watching me and you have an interest in Kenshi, now is the perfect time to get started and try it yourself. Nothing but loyalty for the Queen. I don't look forward to my welcome home. Yeah, I think it's only like $12 US. Beak things. Of course it's beak things. I'd say that went well. You know, I was thinking earlier, my mind was wandering while I was driving. I was thinking, what if Kenshi 2 had more in-depth mechanics? Like, imagine if there's a companionship bond, and if you're fighting near people you have a high bond with, you are more likely to score higher rolls and tougher to knock down and more likely to get back up when you are KO'd. And then in the opposite direction, what if enemies had a terror buff? So, like, naturally scary things like beak things would lower your own stats because of terror, and your people could form negative reactions. Like, if they had seen their entire squad eaten by spiders, they would gain a combat debuff against spiders until they had killed enough of them to become confident again. I don't know. That could totally break the game. I'm not a game dev, you know. Who am I? But I think that would be pretty cool. PTSD the game. Well, yeah, you know how, like, Miyu has PTSD from spiders, and she's like a spider radar. But now imagine if that also gave her a debuff in combat against spiders because of terror. And then you could even have, like, different races would have different terror susceptibility. Like, imagine the Shek. The Shek are probably less susceptible to it than, like, a Greenlander. How do they run with floppy leg ends? They mean feet? You know, floppy leg ends is only one space away from floppy legends. And I'd like to think that's what we all are. Floppy legends. Just floppy over here. Let it flop. I love that we're at the point of a single hit taking down an enemy. Not looking for trouble, friend. Well, you sure found it. Alright, can they path there? Looks like it. Or not. They'll figure it out eventually. Did I ever go back and join the Shinobi in the hub? I did not, no. That might be a different playthrough sort of thing for me, I don't know. I want this entire game loaded into RAM, so there are no loading screens. Who's fighting whom over here? Well, you're both hungry. One of you's gonna get a meal. Almost home. And then we rest and we go right back at it again, but this time to unknown places. Maybe see some unknown faces. We measure the road in paces. That's not where I told you to go. I mean, it's kind of where I told you to go. Hello, what horrible fates will befall people today? Let's spin the wheel of fate. You doing at a rarity? Good to have you. We're just on our way home to restock. Come to think of it, while we are visiting the lands to the south, there are some labs in the swamps that we did not quite pop open last time we were there. I bet they have some tech stuff for us. We're going south today. I think that's the plan. Check out the ruins and stuff that we missed previously. Hey, look, we got a visitor. Those double barrel harpoon turrets do work. Hey, talking horse, welcome in. Oh yeah, look at that. We love to see it. Formerly Beats of Spood. I saw it in the Discord, so yeah, I figured it was the same. Thanks for letting us know, though. All right, let's do some stuff, by which I mean rest up. Oh, I forgot Jinsei was carrying the Cannibal Grand Wizard. We could have turned this into the Shek Kingdom. Jinsei has been carrying him for so long, he got all of his health back. How goes the game? The game's going well. We're just starting today, basically. The 20 minutes have disappeared. Game has a way of doing that. Alright, anybody need a sleep? Cannibal Grand Wizard isn't a phrase you expected to hear today, and yet, here we are. Alright, who's carrying Beep? Beanhop. Put Beep in bed. My diagnosis is Beep now suffers from floppy leg. Just gotta give him some time in there. Let us grab Gecko. Put away some raw meat. Huh, I am full of raw meat. Come to think of it, all humans are full of raw meat if you're a cannibal. What? You didn't like that one? You can't tell me I'm wrong. Who else is a food carrier? Rain can grab some of these. The Kenshi man. What's up, Ted Nebula? Good to have you. Yeah, lots of food. There we go. How's it going? It's going pretty well. We are just getting ready to set out on adventures today. All right, so let's take a look. Like, Masaru, I know, is using some crappy weapon. Let's get him something better. Back to bed, getting cozy. All right, let's get you a Plank Mark III. You can drop that for all I care. Yep, there we go. Ah, Brecht is working away on new weapons. What does Double have? Double should also get Plank Mark III. And we have an Edge Type 1 class, okay. Actually, get you a secondary weapon, too. We're gonna have swords just littered all over the place. And get Bark a new secondary weapon. I should have equipped everybody a long time ago. Let's see if we can get you some better equipment, too. Yeah, no wonder they get beaten up anytime somebody makes it through the gate. Short cleavers are so ridiculous, very weighty sidearm. Hey, Gabriel, thank you for thanking Tapster for the sub. Oh yeah, looking cool. Yeah, Mew's got a pretty crappy weapon, so why don't you come in here and change that out? Somebody can come along and do cleanup. Hobbs can get better weapons. They can all get better weapons. Better pants. New cam looks good even on tiny mobile screen. Thank you. Oh, Molly's got old weapons. Let's get you some upgrades. And bombing him. Bombingham's been really making do. Let's get Oran and Benji some new heavy weapons. We need to make more secondaries. So let's do one of these. Should be most people anyways with an upgrade. All right, now in our adventure group, I think what we should do, we should go to Flats Lagoon. So let's see somebody who has an empty wooden backpack. Sunny Dot, hello, hello. Kenshi's going well. We're just doing, management stuff you've got to do when you have this many people. Getting ready to set out for adventures. I hope you're well. Oh, trade with Birmingham. We want this hashish. Okay, who else? What am I expecting to find out there? Well, I know for certain that there are ruins that I have marked on my map. Perhaps I'll even find myself. Let's do like 9 of these short cleavers. Bunch of chainmail. All right, that should do us for money. Mirror match? Wait, what's this? Oh, how are we on bolts? We can probably buy more. We'll buy more when we're on the way to Flats Lagoon. I don't think your neck's supposed to bend at that angle. Fighting game term for when you fight the same character you're playing. Okay, finding yourself, as it were. Gotcha. That's clever. I like that. All right, Flats Lagoon. Here we go. Make us some money while we're out here. Think if you went to some ruined way out there and found yourself staring back at you, it'd be a bit of a shock. I mean, Elden Ring players know it happens. Hey, Purple, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hey, what's up, Sam? Was horrified to see one of your base guys had fragment axe that weighed more than his strength. That's worse than being unarmed. Well, like I say, I don't want to know any of the meta or how to play. We just gotta find these things out. Or not, and live with the consequences this time around. But it's good to see you. Doing good. It's been a chill day. Good to hear. All right, the thing we got to watch out here for is wolves. Wolves, that's right. You heard me. It's wolves. I guess at some point we can come back and conquer the Tower of Abuse. I feel like we're ready for that now. Is my party slow? Some of them individually are very fast. But as a group, yeah, they're not the fastest. Must mean bone wolves. Yes, boneyard wolves. I should have let Truth and Burn rest up in the skeleton repair beds a little bit. They have some damage that could have been repaired. It's a rookie mistake. Actually, I think there's a skeleton repair bed here we can let them use. What are you guys doing? All right, let's sell this and these, and that's all of the vendor's money already. Any maps we don't already know? Nope. Truth. Burn. Get ye to rest. Hey, Fool on Cool, welcome in. Good to have you. All right, and they're already done. Let's go around and sell out all of the shops. Any blueprints we want? Yeah, I'll buy the Unholy Chestplate blueprint. Why not? Just in case we need to spec into any of this stuff at a later point. I don't know that we will, but we're going to have more goods than they have money to buy it, so we may as well get the blueprints. Hey, Boogie, welcome in. All right. To the... I think this is a headgear shop. Hat trader. Barely has any money. Had a horrible time 2 days ago. You took out 2 Holy Nation cities, and while you were on your way to Okran Shield, they attacked your base and wiped all your town workers. Next time you know to leave some fighters behind to defend. Yeah, exactly. That's rough. Good thing you went with the Unholy Armor, who wants armor full of holes. You know, it's probably breathable in the desert heat. All right, and we'll stop into the Ranger shop. We will have, let's have ice by all of these, maybe? Why not? And we'll have photo by all of these, maybe? Why not? Okay, well, somebody who was carrying the chainmail put it all away. But I'm actually okay with that. Because they didn't have the capacity to buy it anyways. Okay, we've got Twitch ads. Those of you on Twitch, yes, we run ads every hour to keep the pre-roll ads off and help make the channel easier to find. YouTube doesn't have ads yet. You can help me get there. But while these ads are running, I'm going to go ahead and take a real quick break, use the restroom, and we'll get most of the ads out of the way. And I'll be back in about 2 minutes. As Diviner says, on to glory and adventure and dismemberment after this short commercial break. See you then. Back from dinner, what's happening, Willow? I'll tell you what's happening. Our short commercial break is just coming to an end. Thank you all for hanging out and waiting on me. I was a little greedy with my water. I tried to inhale some of it. I cannot absorb it that way. Be pretty cool if I could, but I can't. All right. Have I dipped back into the balls? I have finished every open one. I will definitely be enjoying the rest of them. Just got off a bit of, State of Decay 2 with the streamer. Had a good time. Glad to hear. Looks like a fun game. I played just a little of it with a streamer friend of mine. What were my thoughts on those, by the way? I'm going to edit it into a video, a little shorter video, so you all can see the process. But I thought the balls were pretty good. They're definitely on the sweet side, which I think is maybe just a holdover of the time they were invented in. They're definitely sweet flavors, but they're good. They're solid, and left me with a caffeine jitter after having 2 cold brews and then trying 6 different balls flavors. I think the root beer was my favorite. Okay, so we're gonna go... You know what? Let's check out this way. think we've been through here before and we stopped because of the acid rain. Interested in the orange balls? You're a citrus fiend. It's a good one. It's somewhere in between, like, Sunkissed and, the other orange one is escaping my brain right now. Only ever had the original, but you remember actually thinking it was pretty solid? Yeah. No, not Fanta. Orange Crush. I was never a big Fanta fan. Yeah, Sunny Dot got it. And Willow. See, you all do pay attention when I speak. Did you miss the end of the robots? You did. We finally found an enemy that there were just too many of them for the robots to keep up with. And it was the Shrieking Bandits. They could win the fight, but as fast as they won the fight, more Shrieking Bandits would spawn and attack them. So they just were caught in a never-ending combat loop. Oh, see, here we go. We got wolves. Couple injuries, nothing major. I think this area is the boneyard, or maybe this area is the boneyard. Probably nice to not have to manage so many bodies. I mean, that part of it was fine, but just the fact that they would attack anything on sight, it was impossible to do anything with if I wanted to go to friendly territory or anything. What about those old-style orange cream sodas? Yeah, those are pretty good. There was a hint of cream in the orange balls as well. Been told that the Shrieking Forest is an interesting place to base, but you think that goes beyond challenge and into slog territory? Yeah, it definitely was not insurmountable, but it would be non-stop combat. Cream in the balls? Yes, cream is stored in the balls. Tried to base up there and found it better to not close the gate. Okay, I can understand that. It will constantly break it down, but won't break down house doors. That's an interesting quirk. Who are you all? You tech hunters? No. Gorilla bandits. They're kind of, shaped like gorillas, too. My first time seeing them. That one appears to have some sort of chain shirt on. They're actually, quite tough. Fun story. Somehow managed to mess up your PC so badly that you needed to manually download the latest version of Windows. That's rough. I hope everything's good with it. Basing there is also one of the best combat leveling setup as well, since they're pretty much infinite and good combat stats. Yeah, I thought about staying there just to train for a long time. These guys rock. I wonder how hostile they are or are not. Her is tiny. Why so tiny? Me want to hug the tiny. Me want to play with tiny. Hug till explode. Wonder where they get their clothes from. Got swamp turtles over here. Yeah, we'll check these ruins on the way to check the ruins in the swamps. Now, I wonder if this place has constant acid rain, or if it's a random effect. You can't even hug safely in Kenshi? Nope, no safe contact at all. Oh, that's a lot of spiders. We are faster than them. Good thing we don't have Miyu with us. It does seem to be working better. That's good to hear. Built a base pretty close to where I am at right now. The initial setup was fun. I like how each area definitely has its own philosophy and challenges and everything. Okay, so the swamp turtles don't seem overly aggressive. What's attacking us now? Spiders. We'll get them. We in the burning forest? We are in the burning forest. Okay, that's acid rain. That's a lot of raptors. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 security spiders. Oh, let's fight them outside. Outside. You are disadvantaged indoors. You should know this by now. All right, let's send Truth back in to hunt for more. Huh. Really doesn't want to chase. There we go. Gotcha. We've definitely gotten stronger. Oh, I had ancient science books to turn in. It was only 2. I don't know if we would have used them for anything, but... Beep's almost missing an arm again. Actually, Beep is almost missing every single limb. Well, it's time for Armageddon. Inu still has a bounty against the Holy Nation. That's funny. Poor Beep's toughness is going up, though, and defense. You got this. Let's do it. Oh, man. Put him down quick. All right. Let's get everybody over here. Place down... I don't think we need but a few beds. We're gonna place them like parking spaces. Okay, we put the Grand Cannibal Wizard down instead of going to sleep. And he just ran off, so hopefully that is not a story arc that comes back to haunt us later. Raw meat beings everywhere are in danger. The truth is, in Kenshi, they already were. All right, 3 ancient science books. Let's crack open this safe. Cleared out Narco's Trap. I did clear out Narco's Trap, yeah. When was the last time I tested my metal against the Holy Nation? Like to see what my team could do to a high paladin squad. Yeah, so Narco's Trap was the last one. I was going to take the duckling skeletons and send them into Rebirth and try to liberate Rebirth. But they got caught up before that could happen. I definitely want to try clearing out Rebirth. Come on, AI core. Let me see an AI core. Damn, a lot of CPUs. No AI cores, though. Have I really become so hard to please that only a single loot unit will make me happy? But let's not get too into the weeds on any, like, explanations or speculation or anything like that while I am still playing blind for the first time. All right, we'll pass some time so people can rest. Yeah, that's all right. Just in general, you know, unless I directly say something about it, assume I haven't seen it and I have no knowledge of it. Like, before I played this game, I did not even watch the trailer. That's how little I knew of it. Nestled between the churning machines, the errand squad slumbers. One day I'll know about the redacted and we can all rejoice, indeed. And won't it be worth the build-up to get to that point? Somebody at our gate again? I like to look at them and figure out where they've been shot. Oh, yep. Something tells me this one was in the stomach. I've never seen a beak thing fall that way before. I don't understand, though. Double's job is specifically... Excuse me, I have the hiccups. Specifically to use The harpoon turret with the light on it. But Double always goes back and uses this old mounted crossbow instead of the superior weapon. I don't know, it's strange. This bone dog is super happy. Oh, man. Look at that shot. Destroy the crossbow? I'm thinking about it. I am thinking about it. In fact, I think that's what I meant to do. And I think that's why I built an extra harpoon turret over here. It's a pretty extreme piercing, right? You're good enough, Beep. You're just gonna get injured again, let's face it. All right, and away we go. Lots of places we could go. Hoping to feed your neighbor's animals too. Now that is a considerate neighbor. Hey, if their bone dog wants to come over and play cleanup, I have zero qualms about that. Maybe let's try to make it to Khatun while we're here. Kill the spiders. Beep's arm is almost broken again. How, Beep? How does this happen to you? It's like you desire to have your limbs removed. We'll keep an eye around Morn, because I know there are a ton of beak things in that area. And we don't mind the occasional beak thing, but if it starts to be like a couple dozen of them, that might be a bit much for us. I considered what area to make a forward operating base into the more dangerous areas of the map. Not really, other than I know in the Tech Hunter's Guide I read that the Ashlands are probably the most dangerous area and where you want to go last. And the Tech Hunter's Guide recommended putting an outpost just outside of the Ashlands for expeditions. I'm thinking this area is the pit, or the pits, whatever it's called. So depending what the geography over here looks like, I'm thinking something like this is going to be a place for an outpost. I don't know. We'll have to see the hive. We'll have to see if this area is friendly and hospitable. Morn will definitely not be it, but maybe as you get more into this irony-looking area. I know over here is Stobe's Gamble. I don't know what this area is. So we'll just kind of have to explore over here. and figure out where is going to be our outpost for Ashland expeditions. Just calling it the Pittsburgh to remember it easier. You're pulling a Fallout 3. Forgot that's a thing. Knew it sounded familiar. Yeah. Pretty cool looking area. Think they might have added that to 76 as well. I believe you are correct. Ooh, that looks like a city in the distance. And that looks like a giant rib cage. That might be Morn in the distance. Spiders on the way. Damn, they do massive limb damage, these spiders. Should hop back on 76 and see what's up. Ruins. Where did I discover ruins? Ah, ruins. Okay. Let's go check out the ruins. Do love how every single area has a particular personality to it. I agree. Okay, I wonder what these are the ruins of. Spy a couple of beak things over there. If I had any contact with the Southern Hive? No, not yet. Want to go back, but you have serious inventory issues, so you just avoid it. Oh, the high bone fields. This is where everybody goes to get high and then bone. I got you. Empty ruin. Well, at least it's described accurately on the map. Nice. Inventory management is the worst. You're such a hoarder in games. You know, I tend to do well in games that require pretty strict inventory management. I like the tactical aspect of, like, deciding what weight to carry and not, and that sort of thing. Yeah, I know Rain likes games with inventory management, or at least, you know, one game. All for that, but they limit your stash box and ammo inventory at your base camp. That's right. And then don't you have to buy, like, their subscription to get extended storage? Had many Kenshi runs end early because you were greedy and using a dust bandit as a backpack. I love that. All right, so we have to go through the massive thing bone to get to Katoon, I think. I am really curious what is locked up in Morn. But I got the feeling that I've really got to be ready when I pop that door open. And I just don't know if I'm ready enough yet to find out. Okay, it looks like we have skin spiders out here. Now, I had another thought, and this is a total random guess. I don't want anybody to confirm or deny. But it seemed like there was some correlation between the skeletons and the hivers. And while I was driving, I had this thought earlier. What if there's the same relationship between the iron spiders and the skin spiders? Like if there's some sort of organic recreation, or the other way around, if the other one is meant to be like an artificial recreation. I don't know. I wonder if there's a relationship. Don't like that. That's a pretty interesting thought. Thank you. I made it myself. Interesting. Oh, that is a large set of bones. I would love to know what these are from. It's interesting how Katoon is in like a sort of crater here. I have a meta theory on the origin of the hivers, not in game, but the dev coming up with them in the first place. Not sure if this is the place for that sort of comment, though. I think while I'm in this run, you're correct. It's probably not the place for it, but I think in the future, it's a discussion I would love to have. Okay, so who are we dealing with? United Cities. The United Cities are just everywhere. You're not certain. Hopefully Kenshi 2 will explain a bit more about those bones. Yeah, who knows? Maybe Kenshi 2 will just give us even more mysteries. Are you following us, or are you just entering? Just entering, okay. With the size of those bones, those creatures were simply massive. Yeah, absolutely. There's a noble house. Thieves. Ranger shop. Hey, Hypnosia, good to see you.
Thanks to Lazy Turtle for my sub gift.
Yes, thank you, well. Lazy Turtle, for the gift sub. Hypnosia, I hope you're doing well. Also, it's great to see you. We're playing some Kenshi today. I don't know what I hoped to find in this city. I might want to talk to the Scrapmasters during the day. They have 2 bars in town. Yeah, the United Cities are everywhere. Got the police. If only I'd held on to that cannibal, I could have turned him in here. Alright, I suppose we check out the bar. Oh, I forgot, you can't even talk to people if you are full. If your party is full. So I can't even see who would normally be recruitable. Howdy, Gold. Been better dealing with the loss of your kitty cat at the moment, but it's getting a little easier each day. I'm so sorry to hear, Hypnosia. I know that feeling, and I'm really sorry you're going through that. I'm glad it's getting easier for you each day, though. Tune in for future installments of the adventures of the Cannibal Grand Wizard as he travels across the land to reach his homeland. Yeah, I accidentally created Season 4's protagonist. The perspective is going to change. Sand Ninja Oni, leader of the Sand Ninja Bandits. Aggressive ninja activity frequently reported around the Great Desert area. Warning, very sneaky. It's an old cat, so it wasn't totally unexpected. I understand, it's still not easy, even when you know it's coming up, but it's definitely not something we have to keep you on talking about if you'd rather move on to other things, but just know we hope you feel better and get to peace. Anybody need a bed? We needed a bed. Beep needed a bed. You also realize the majority of the ninja groups in Kenshi are basically bandits. Yeah, a lot of them sure are. Infinite Wing Wing needed a bed. Never heard of this game. What genre is it? It's like a squad-based survival, tactical, real-time strategy RPG. It's, I don't know, it's kind of like RimWorld in some ways, but it's kind of a lot not like RimWorld in other ways. And there's a lot of ways you can play it. Like, you can see I've got 30 characters across 4 squads. So you can play this way, and you can build bases. And, like, this is my base here. You can do all that sort of stuff, or you can play as a solo character. You can be a warrior. You can be a farmer. You can be a bounty hunter. You basically sandbox. You know, you choose how to play. Like telling people it's Fallout meets The Sims. Yeah, there's definitely some of that. Definitely some RimWorld, some classic Fallout, some real-time strategy. That Nomad was putting up a fight with only one arm. It's the kind of game where you gain more experience from losing battles than winning them a lot of the time. All right, everybody is up. Rain, you snagged Kenshi from the Steam sale. Don't know when you'll ever have time to play it, but at least you have it. Oh, I would love to see Rain play Kenshi. Not saying that you have to play it on stream. It is perfectly valid to play a game just for you, but I would love to be a fly on that wall. Everybody buy Kenshi right now and stream it. I need to see everybody play this game. I need to see how everybody strategizes. Except don't. Wait until I'm done with my blind playthrough so I can see other people and learn from them. Hey, you know what's funny? Is they have their setup very similar to how I have mine. Except my plate beating station is over here and my weapon locker is here. Wait, you guys have strategies? I gotta look like I do for the camera. She squints and looks you up and down. Another deadbeat with a rusty sword? Where'd you find that scrap of junk? Dead starver carcass? Junk heap swamp ruin? You might want to try a more budget-friendly shop, Outlander. The finest weapons need the fattest cat sacks. Oh, I have sacks for you. I have the fattest sacks you've ever seen. Flash them some cats. Yeah, look at these sacks. You guessed wrong. Well, a perfect walking example of deceiving appearances. So what are you looking to buy? I bet it's all crap. It's all crap. It is all crap. We are like 7 ranks above these weapons. Fattest cat sacks, say that 3 times fast. I respectfully decline. You make commission, right? Big mistake. Huge. They don't even have any good blueprints. Well, what a disappointment. You call yourselves scrap masters? Come on, team. We're leaving. I don't know about the master part, but you definitely know scrap. Crap for sale, raise the town. Let's go, girls. We're going elsewhere. All right, speaking of elsewhere, where do we want to go? And don't say Elliswhere, just because it sounds like elsewhere. And it's an Elder Scrolls reference. Finger snap. So let's go. This is so not cool. Prefer Black Marsh, personally. Honestly, seeing a game in either one of them would be cool. A modern game, that is. Morrowind will forever have your heart. I need to make my video about how I used to break Morrowind with exploits as a child. Hey, what's up, Rez?
Another week, another Kenshi stream. Perfect bookends for the week had knocked cool.
Hey, thanks for resubscribing for 20 months. I appreciate you and all of the support. Check out the motion tracking. Yeah, I don't know what it was doing when I was drinking. It was like zooming in and out. It's very breakable. That's half the fun of Morrowind. Yeah. I used to just break the game until it would crash. Okay, these are Band of Bones out here. We literally not threatened by them at all. Got a lot of balls for a peasant, don't you? I'm no peasant, I'm a Shek warrior. My fate will not be decided by horn size. You know, that would be true if you could fight. I was thinking about that video the other day where a dude jumps from Balmora to Vivek. The only thing you remember from Morrowind is that you had an irrational hatred of cliff racers. Let me correct you. You had a very rational and totally founded hatred of cliff racers. Stressing everybody down today. Hey, they wanted the heat. I brought the heat. Can still hear cliff racers in your mind. Yep. El St. Jube, eradicator of cliff racers. Honestly, a service that we are not thankful enough for. Considering that is the only animal you can remember off the top of your head from Morrowind, maybe it's true. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the cliff racers were awful. And I was not experienced enough with games to understand the RPG mechanics. So I was very much a victim of just swinging my sword at things and missing 80% of the time. That combined with cliff racers made for a miserable experience. Anybody really hurt? Doesn't look like it. How's Beep? Beep is trying to lose a leg again, but what are you gonna do except carry a replacement around? Morrowind was also the game where you realize you have a terrible sense of direction. Lots of wolves out here. I feel like having migratory force in a game might be a new Fable 1 you can plant a tree, watch it grow in real time, type tall ask. I've never played Fable. So the game doesn't actually tell you where to go with some quests. You ended up at Red Mountain while doing a Fighters Guild quest. I remember ending up there for no well-founded reason. I think I might have made it to, like, the 3rd Blades quest in Morrowind. That might have been the farthest that I ever got into the story as a child, because it's just a dense game in that way. These bone dogs or wolves? These are bone dogs. They're about to be bones. Huh. So it turns out enough bone dogs can take down some beak things. You feel like a dense game in that way sometimes? A little difficult to play? Requires a lot of dedication to get into? I love these goofy little guys. Hello, Swamp Turtle. Also remembered you really hated Vivek, the city. I don't think I ever knew where I was going in Vivek. I would just pay the Mages Guild to warp me there, and then wander around and probably see something valuable and try to steal it and get myself killed. Alright, I guess it's war. So how about a trip to the famous dancing skeleton while we're in the swamps? We've been to the dancing skeleton before. Is this Red Sabers? Yes. I'd say we kind of cleaned up. You can celebrate with a rum once we've made it through the swamp ninjas and monsters lurking in the vines. Monsters, Sounds like a challenge. My sword is waiting. Shit, you're always so tense, you know that? Whatever you Shek warriors are on, I want some of it. Recently learned that turtle in German translates to shield toad. Any German speakers confirm for us? That does seem to be a very German naming convention. You love German so much. I forgot you spoke some, Rain. Maiko confirms it. Maiko both has German experience and is an animal professional, so I would consider that confirmed. Fact-checked by true Kenshi patriots. Now, the humanoid enemies in Kenshi are prime examples of Darwin word, since no matter at what point in the game, they will still try to attack you. Yeah, I compare them to the bandits in Skyrim. You can be wearing, like, the Ebony Warriors outfit and, like, call down dragons with a shout, and you'll still get a level 1 bandit decide to attack you on the road. It's just a thing with video games. I have seen some games where enemies take your power and status into account. What game is that? Does anybody know? What game is it where your like status and armor and intimidation and everything like that plays into how willing enemies are to attack you? Sloth translates to lazy animal, which just seems mean. Kingdom Come No Fable had some aspect of that. It might be Kingdom Come Deliverance. I've never played that, so my first instinct was to say that's not what I was talking about, but I did watch somebody play that, and I think I saw that explanation. So you could be right. I feel like there was another game, some type of RPG, but it could just be Kingdom Come that I'm thinking of. Oh, somebody's losing an arm over here. Is it beak things? It's probably beak things. Sounds like such a nice mechanic. It's pretty cool. Oh, this lab I've actually broken into before. Planescape Torment. I feel like it's a game that I've played, but I just can't remember it. Cut off by ads. Oh, yeah, thank you for dealing with the ads. We will not take a break this hour, but the ads still run. The industry demands its cut. Big commercialism must have a place in front of your eyes for this stream to continue. The Witcher comes to mind. Maybe does The Witcher have an element of that? It might just be Kingdom Come that I'm thinking of. I don't know. Another one is the game where you can recruit orcs. Discovered Stone Rat Village. Okay. Part of the Lord of the Rings tie-in games. Yeah, I'm still not hearing any titles that I've played, but, you know, sometimes the brain takes in information and insists that, you know, it is something that you experienced when you've experienced no such thing. Someone recommended Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 to you. Have we all played it? A lot of people in chat have, but I have not. Wow, Beep has 69 in athletics already. I guess we have had Beep running all over creation since we got him. I remember when I got to this upcoming lab the first time, and I was so scared of all of the spiders that were inside that I had to leave. Not scared as in like, ooh, I'm spooked by spiders, but like I thought they were gonna kill me. This is an interesting split you all have decided to do. I don't love that. I don't know why you did that, but... hate that feeling of half remembering information and not finding the other half. Also, Beep has been knocked out at least once in every area. Beep is really getting to see the world and wake up in exotic locations. No worries, you're scared by spiders for everyone here. This biome may be a little tough for you. Hey, swamp turtles. Chill dudes. So far, the swamp has more loading zones than anywhere else I've been. Or more need to stop and load. Schmitchell, welcome in. Good to have you. Yeah, these spiders right here. It's been a long time since any one of my parties been eaten. The first 3 weekends were rough. They were rough indeed. Yeah, the last time I've had anybody eaten was about 18 episodes ago. But, you know, there's always an opportunity for it to happen again. You're on the opposite end of the spider-fearing spectrum. Give you all the spiders, you will escort them outside. I like jumping spiders. I like orb weavers, but I won't pick one up. That's pretty much my stance with spiders. I'm cool with them, but I'm not going to put them in my hands generally. I feel like I could learn to do that with jumping spiders, but... Oh, so that's what the word for swamp turtle would be. Interesting. Thank you for educating us, Maiko. Jumping spiders are super cute. Yeah, they are. Yeah, this is the lab that I almost got into last time, and then all these spiders freaked me out. Brown recluse bit you on the back of the knee once. Couldn't walk on that leg for 6 months? Wow. I am sorry that happened to you. Jumping spiders are great, not biased at all. Yeah, not at all, Maiko, not at all. Let's get Truth to open this gate so Truth can get some lockpicking experience. Hey, Zartrin. Hope you're doing well. Oh, did we get it? Hey, Beep got the last blow. Is there gonna be a giant spider in here? I don't see any. I think we're good. All right, let's get Beanhop up here and we'll crack some safes. We'll get Truth up here as well. Oh, did I send the wrong Beanhop? I did. All right. Fingers crossed. AI cores. That's what we want. AI cores. All right, ancient science books. We'll take those. Ooh, here we go. A map of the Ashlands. Ashland Dome 2. So I already know where a bunch of Ashland stuff is, but it's not terrible to get more locations. So far we have 4 Ashland domes spotted. Yes, Maiko does have jumping spiders. I think they're regal. Ancient science books. No AI cores. We'll see what's in this safe before we totally give up on our dreams. BRB, yeah, take all the time you need. Damn. No AI cores. This is a sad, sad day. Oh well. We got to break into some ruins. We got to grab some ancient science books. It can't be all bad. There goes that dream. I guess we just have to crack another ruin. All right, so I think from here, what we do... Cracking ruins out here, yep. I think what we do is we go to Stone Rat Village, and then head to Market, and then we come down this way and do Clown Steady, Drifter's Last, and grab all these ruins out here. I have a feeling just doing what I just described is going to take us several streams, maybe. We'll see, but it kind of feels that way. Groceries got delivered to the wrong house and you had to run to get them. That sucks. Wait, why are we splitting up like this? That'll drive me crazy with this splitting up stuff. Is Stone Rat like Highbone? Everyone just goes there to get stoned and rat on each other? Or maybe it's where they stone the ones who rat. You know, it's like snitches get stitches, rats get stoned, and not the fun kind. New metal album. Stone Rat would be a fantastic metal band name. Can you imagine? I can see their logo now. I don't know. For some reason, I'm thinking something that's like post. Oh, there's ruins out here. Let's go check those. Like post Motorhead, like straightforward. It could have a little stoner metal as a treat, a little Black Sabbath type sludge, but mostly I'm thinking straightforward, not quite power metal, but you know, like pedal to the floor. Should be stoner metal. Okay, it can be stoner metal. So many metals. Metals make the world go round. Yes, rip Lemmy. Do they know where they're going? I don't think they do. Also, there's an outpost here. Be great if I could see it. Let's check this outpost, and then y'all can go to the ruins. We might skip Stone Rat Village. Oh, that's the Red Saber hideout. Okay. I don't actually need to go there. I mean, we might as well wipe them out. We might as well. It's the sporting thing to do. He did say it in Ace of Spades. He don't want to live forever. That's true. And you got to respect those terms. Now, before we do this, what is our reputation? Red Sabers, it's -8. Let's make it -80. Who the fuck are you? Red Saber boss, fuck off. All right, let's get after it. Red Sabers are now hostile towards you. Oh man, we destroyed them. Huh, some wooden backpacks. Is this where the Saber boss lives? Indeed. Wait, why don't you come grab this food? I think we have all the backpacks we want. Gotta say, not a very impressive hideout. All right, let's go check out these ruins. Little early morning ruin diving. Oh, hold on. Let's get everybody together. Looks like Wee has an injured leg. Oh, looks like it got better. Yep. Ruins it is. Did I capture the Saber boss? A good call, I did not loot the boss. I wasn't going to capture, but yeah, I should see what he's got on him. maybe a Meito class weapon. Ah, yes, another opportunity to fight. There we go. A Meito class horse chopper. Hey, that actually could be pretty cool for somebody. It's actually a great weapon. It's a lot of cutting damage. Where do we want to have it? Say we give it to Beep. Good call. All right, ruins it is. And look at that. The sun is rising on another beautiful day of victory. What is this? Some type of old ship, I imagine. If you were there, you'd ask for it, but probably just cut down to hemp with it. I feel like that would make the blade all sticky. All the resin and oil from the hemp. I feel like that wouldn't be conducive for a cutting weapon. Might keep it from rusting, though, I guess. Come home and just see you trying to smoke your new blade. You probably could scrape the oil off of it at the end and turn that into something usable. Well, this is a ruined ruin. And now my adventuring mood is ruined. Got some kind of nest over here. I'm betting it's either spiders or beak things. Imagine swinging your sword and you just fling it because of your greasy hemp hands. All right, yeah, let's head this way and try to get out of the swamp. We'll go to market and then we'll double back. Probably be anti-slip because it would be ridiculously sticky. Yeah, a little bit. I'm surprised nobody in Kenshi makes a weapon that you can smoke hashish out of. Like a polearm that's got a pipe that runs the whole length. You'd think that would be super popular among the denizens in Kenshi. Not like you researched into making a hemp-based sticky grip for baseball bats to replace pine tar. I didn't realize they used pine tar for that. That stuff is sticky. There's got to be a joke there. I feel like we've said at least 5 things that approximately contain a joke. Yes, but what would we call this weapon? I don't know, something like Stoneblade comes to mind. You're right, the ingredients are there, but I've not quite assembled them in a way that I recognize them as ready to put into the oven. Hey, there's a ton of swamp turtles here. That's pretty chill. The hacksheesh. That's a good one. A Blazemore instead of a Claymore? Blazemore sounds like a discount dispensary. You know what I mean? When you want to blaze more for your dollar, visit Blazemore. You've got blazemore.com, goes straight to your door. Somebody fund this. I like that this is their big shop. Stream sponsors Balls and Blazemore. I'd have to stream on Kick to do that. The Blazemore. I think Twitch is alright with Balls. Alright. These little piggies are going to market. Discovered outpost. Blazemore is 1,000% the name for Walmart weed whenever that inevitably happens. I don't know. I think there is an equal chance that Blazemore becomes the name of a lighter and glass water pipe manufacturer first. I'm just saying, it's an equal possibility. Why did this red saber decide to attack these raptors? It's not like they can even eat them. Walmart weed made you sad a little bit. I'm sorry to invoke the name of the dystopia in which we all participate. Barracks. Of whom? Well, we gotta check those out. What? Willow, what did Nightbot yell at you for? I thought I turned Nightbot's reasonableness settings up. I don't know why. And because my YouTube is broken on my laptop, I can't see. I can't see what it decided it has a problem with. Well, sorry, it's already a dispensary marketing company. Is it really? Emotes, I see. For posting 3 smiley face emotes. Come on, Nightbot. You gotta get with the times. People occasionally post 3 emotes in one chat. Alright, now I have a feeling whatever this is gonna come bounding out of here when we open this up. Swamp ninjas. Are they not upset at me being here? Oh, intruder. Shade of the Swamp Ninjas. Well, hey, let's see if Shade has a Meito class weapon, too. He's gotten mad at you for using too many capitals. They just need to make Firebot work on YouTube, too, and then I can be done with Nightbot. Nightbot is not programmed to chill, I guess. Beat him down. You're not supposed to be here. Seems like your people are scared. Leave here. Okay, there we go. If you won't leave, I'll just have to make you. We should grab some of these masks while we're here. Hey, Snowby1, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, what's up? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. How y'all doing? Snow, what's up? Were you doing some Kenshi today? You were doing some Kenshi. Doing good, man. Continued your Geeked Hive run. Very cool. Welcome in, Catnip and Metroid. Good to have you. Lost around 5 legs at once. That's the good stuff. Hey, feel free to tell us about yourself if you want. Raiders, welcome on in. I'm Ad Noctum, variety streamer on Twitch and YouTube. We do both platforms simultaneously. This is my first playthrough of Kenshi. I have looked up no guides. I have accepted pretty much no help from chat. And we are just going at this game and exploring all of it. So welcome on in. That's what we're doing. We're about 170 hours into this run. Snow, like I said, feel free to tell us about yourself. And feel free to hang with us. But if you gotta head out, no worries whatsoever. I think by now you know the deal. But we don't want you to feel obligated to stick around. I know streaming can take a lot out of you. We're in the swamp right now. And I hope the swamp ninjas were always... Wait, maybe not. I might have just done a bad. I don't remember if the swamp ninjas were friendly to us or not. I think it was the swampers that were friendly. I don't know. We'll live with our consequences one way or the other. Navy veteran Goober on main. Streaming does take 5 legs. And that's why everybody knows that streamers don't have legs. We are actually in debt. We actually owe 3 of them to Twitch. You get 1 back when you make partner. Guardless Katana Edge Type 3. I was hoping for a Meito class weapon, but we'll take this. Skimmers are no joke. The bone dog you were going to name your wife after got killed by one. Oh, be glad. Be glad you didn't successfully do that name. Oh, wait, is Beep getting back up? Beep is getting back up. You're good. Swamp ninjas attack you on sight. It's cool to kill them. Okay, we are cool again. Hey, welcome back to life, Beep. I hope you enjoyed your nap. You got beep today. Very cool. We are exploring the south part of the map. So I've explored a little of this. I made it to Katoon. Today we're going to try to get by this market and then go to Clownsteady. You were terrified he was dead. He is infamously fragile. I have a very hard time keeping him alive and all of his limbs attached. That's your plan for tomorrow? Very cool. I am shrinking the amount of places that I have not seen in this game. All right, let's head to market. Hey, Brian, good to have you. Hope you're well. Clownsteady? Well, time to do as the Romans do. Yeah, you know, so the high bone fields is where everybody goes to get high and bone. Clownsteady is where people go to clown around and go steady with each other. I don't make the rules. These are time-honored names that go back thousands of years. Bit of a tough week, but tonight has been a lot better than the last few days. Well, sorry to hear it. But it is, it's good to see you, and good that you're doing better today. Thought it was to go get steady with a clown. Either's fine with you. I mean, you can go steady with a clown. Clowns are people. All right, I wonder what this market is all about. And for some reason, some part of my brain is telling me market probably means slave market. Hey, Schmitchell, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate you. I feel like the consensus among people you happen to be interacting with is that this week was ick, but it's a little better today. That's a hopeful feeling. An acknowledgement that not all is good all the time, but that there are better times. That maybe today is a shared better time. Let me guess, United Cities, and this is a slave market. Am I right? Yep, sure looks like a slave market. Who's Gecko fighting? Is it a spider? Alright, let's get close enough to tag the name on my map. Not to brag, but today was pretty nice for you. I don't feel like that's bragging. I don't feel like it's bragging at all to be like, yeah, you know, I had a pretty good day today. Are we sure that's not just a nightclub? Well, it's not night. And the fires burn endlessly, even in the quenching rain. And while that does sound like a pretty badass description of a nightclub, I'm gonna go with that's a slave market. All right, let's head this way. Guess we got a bunch of people to beat up first. People and spiders. All right, let's see what this clown steady is all about. Clown so steady they could be a surgeon. Their specialty? The humorous. It's funny being on a delay sometimes and just sitting with your feelings as reactions to your jokes pour in. Why did it look like the ground was shaking? I wonder what these are. Pretty plants. Be second monitor lurking and cooking. Hey, I appreciate it. I hope you have a good meal. Have fun exploring. I will do my best. Fun? Is that what we're doing here? I don't know about that. That sounds kind of suspect. All right, onward to Clown Steady. Let's see what lies ahead of us. Just a reminder, if you happen to be on YouTube and you're enjoying the exploration, please consider giving that button a like. It tells YouTube you enjoyed, and more people should see this series. Appreciate you. Before you forget, someone made a playable Rad Roach race mod for Kenshi. It looks ridiculous. That's awesome. I've seen the Fallout mod videos where they play as a Rad Roach, but that's pretty cool. Is it cool or is it rad? You got me. Say that's pretty rad-tastic. Radiculous, perhaps. Say that's Mr. Radical. All right, let's check out what type of city Clownsteady is. The Hook. Does it look like a hook on the map? I guess this kind of looks like a hook. Clownsteady. Who do we have at the gate? Can we see? Weapon shop, police, residential. Thieves. It's interesting how the thieves seem to be in every city, or a lot of the cities. Hey, what's up, Todd? Good to see you. Hope you're well. You're on day 365, 1 year in Kenshi. That's got to be the title of this. I spent 1 year in Kenshi. The results? They'll shock you. Okay, so these are Empire, Peasants, and United Cities. Yeah, damn, the United Cities are everywhere. I don't even know if there's anything I want to do in here. Weapon shops and such, but can any of it be better than what I currently have? Could probably sell some stuff that's choking up my inventory, but... How's Kenshi going tonight? Good, we're just exploring. Move along. Oh, maybe that was to the peasant. Happy New Year. Happy Kenshi New Year. Hey, Brecht. This one is named Brecht. We found Brecht too. Haters used to say, if Brecht is so great, why is there no sequel? Well, guess what? They made a sequel, and it's sitting right here, and it has a very cool hat. Take that, Brecht haters. Hey, we could hire some mercenaries while we're at it. They made it happen. See, that's what happens when you've got true greatness. Brecht haters silenced. There are Brecht haters. You never know. I mean, you don't get to that level of greatness without some haters. Wanted Gorillo, race Greenlander, male, inhumanly large, slow of mind. Wanted for robbery, assault, and destruction of property, namely within the lost town of Morn. Thought to be hiding out somewhere in the Forbidden Zone with his followers, the Shrieking Bandits. Big Bo, wanted for acts of terrorism and anti-workforce propaganda. Target is hostile and extremely dangerous. I think we'll be skipping that one. Giant King Gurgler. Thought to be dwelling south of Katoon's shore. The King Gurgler's head is highly valued. I may look into this one. I know we already have this, but... Or we already have the bounty for it, but... That's got to be a safe place. Everyone only knows only nice things happen in places called the Forbidden Zone. It's very... It's very Fallout New Vegas, Old World Blues. Let's hire some mercenaries because we have the cash for it. Oh, what we didn't see was if we could sell stuff off. Okay, so Clown Steady was not a whole lot to see. On the way back, let's poke around these southern areas. See if we run into any ruins. For now, let's make our way to the way station, and then we'll check out Drifter's Last and some of these coastal regions. Old World Blues is a fun time. Kenshi would make a good 50s pulp fantasy planet sometimes. It's true. Maybe the real Clown Steady was the red noses we honked along the way. You know, the existence of Clown Steady implies the existence of a separate evil city on the other side of the river called Clown Shaky. Wow, they don't know how to path out of there. Just get out of the city. Your pathing is broken in the city. Who are we even fighting? Outlaw swordsman. Wait, who's limping? We. Always getting your leg injured. And ice as well. Hold up. I mean, let's use some splints. There we go. Hold on, I guess we gotta splint up our mercenaries too if we want them to follow us with any speed. That's our target right there, the way station. I doubt they'll have anything for us, but we're gonna check it out. Let's pull everybody together. This is gonna be a big fight. Oh, man. Gecko with the big swings. I think Gecko and Fumin had that fight totally on their own. I love when you take a hit and you see the 0 damage come up. Beep is the strongest. Look, Beep is so proud of himself. Beep is getting to be a good fighter. Great job being a mercenary first 2 minutes and already have broken limbs. And no insurance. Yeah, not only that, but slowing the rest of the group down. That's a very interesting looking area. I think that's the grid. It's maybe the rear side of the grid. Or that's the grid. So yeah, we've been sort of through this area before. Have a browse? I have 2. Kang, how did you get over there? You know what? We should hire more mercenaries while we're here. One, I'm glad somebody appreciates my humor. A holy pacifier with the holy nation? Just out of curiosity, what would it cost us to be right with the holy nation again? So, pissed off the wrong people, eh? Well, not to worry, I ain't one to judge, and I certainly ain't one to kick a drowning asshole either. I'm all ears. Here, sit down, welcome to my office. They shove empty grog tankards from the table with a loud crash. I know, it ain't hard to piss off the holy nation, I'll give you that. Hell, they give out the stink eye like hash at a swamp party. But me, I got an in. I can fix this for you, for a price. How much? 100,000? You've overtaken Mole herself as the new devil in the priest's eyes. For this, it's gonna take every trick in the book 100,000 cats. You know what's funny is I am built different. I actually walk around with that in my pocket, but I'm not gonna do it. Not interested? Then Okron save ya. You're gonna regret that when the High Inquisitor tracks you down. I do worry about them attacking my base while I'm not there. I don't know if they'll do that. I give you a week, still alive. After that, I'll eat my hat. All right, thanks for sticking through the ads. We're not going to stop for this one because I don't know how much longer we'll be streaming, so I appreciate you all hanging in there for it. That is on Twitch, of course. Does the High Inquisitor have a hemp weapon you already forgot the name of? Let's buy a bedroll for photo. Again, since we just made a bunch of money, let's hire more mercenaries. Let's check out our crew now. Now that's a party. I like Beep standing kind of in the front there. That might make a thumbnail later. All right, let's move this way. And then on to Drifter's Last. Slave hunters. Now, I can't tell from the name if they are slaves that are hunters or if they hunt slaves. Because if they hunt slaves, they're looking an awful lot like walking EXP to me. And this is United Cities territory, so... something to investigate further. You like walking XP. That's pretty much how I start to see a lot of things in this game. Your XP, your XP. Knowing Kenshi, they're probably slaves forced to hunt slaves. What have you done to my moral boundaries? I don't know what to do in that situation. Oh, here we have manhunters. These are the ones that will try to capture you anyways. Beep's unconscious again. We'll let him rest. We will let him rest. I just wanted to see if there was anything over this way, like any ruin or anything that might pop up as we head deeper into the island. It doesn't seem like it, but... Discovered slave farm south? Outlaw farmers. I believe that's more United Cities. So unfortunately, we're not quite in a place to take them on without a concerted effort. Where's... Oh, did they go fight the outlaw farmers? Yeah. Now you work for me. Oh, man. It's just a wheel of eternal nastiness. You made pizza. What did you miss? We beat up some manhunters. We hired... we hired like 3 different groups of mercenaries, and now we're just kind of scanning for ruins and such. But we're gonna go check out Drifter's Last. The Wheel of Eternal Nastiness, indeed. Could be shortened to the when. As in, it's not if you'll suffer, but when. Manhunters deserve all the evil they get, indeed. It would make a good fantasy novel title. Well, I guess I know what I'm doing. If you don't see me stream for 6 months, I'm writing my new fantasy novel, The Wheel of Eternal Nastiness. Noctum book. Chapter 1, Walking XP. Hear that kind of book is getting numbers on TikTok? Man, then I'd have to join TikTok. Hey, Mendez, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Let's go see what Drifter's Last is all about. Chapter 2, Manhunters deserve all the evil they get. Why would I even need to write the book when I can just let you all do it for me in chat? Fantasy novels are getting numbers on TikTok. Also, what does getting numbers mean in this context? Like getting a lot of views and shares and just generally being popular. I wouldn't know if that's true because I don't use TikTok, but that's what it would mean. You meant smut, but yes, specifically the fantasy variety. I feel like fantasy smut is just timeless. It's got to be like one of the things keeping the publishing industry alive. Please no, don't know how few content creators are that don't TikTok. Wheel of Eternal Nastiness, was that not just you? I guess I can see where you get that. Look at all these green numbers. This is a glorious battle that we're not even taking part in. All smut is a fantasy, is it not? I feel like the good stuff sells you on it not being a fantasy. This totally happened to me, and it was very cool and hot, and everybody high-fived me at the end. Author's note. Dear Penthouse. Yeah, that kind of vibe. Is this United Cities too? I am so tired of seeing these United Cities faces everywhere. I have a full inventory. I have better weapons than you could possibly conjure. What do I need you for? It's like they're all you see. No. Imagine reading smut. I'm reading Warhammer books to get my heart broken. Smut for the heart is a very real genre. Nothing wrong with that. It's like chicken soup for the soul, but the opposite direction. You are the father? Is this about a smut too? Are these more manhunters? They are. We committed assault because we attacked the manhunters? Okay. Well, I'll commit that assault and a pepper because it's worth the whole meal and I'm eating good. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. It's okay when I do it, not when they do. Classic internet take. What is hypocrisy? Yeah, why are we even talking about hippos to begin with? Because they're cute and terrifying. You have hippos in the Magdalena River because of Pablo Escobar. What, were they like brought there as part of a private collection? We have monkeys in Florida because of a movie that was shot in the 50s. I forget what movie it was, but they brought monkeys, and the monkeys escaped and started breeding, and now they live wild in the woods here. I don't see any ruins out here. Incredible. Isn't it amazing what we can do to natural ecosystems? Wild pigs and pythons in Florida too, yes. Despite both of them basically being like no license required, no bag limit hunting, their populations continue to grow. Also, my favorite invasive animal, probably my favorite invasive animal in Florida is the Cuban and Haitian curly-tailed lizard. I used to have some of them, and they have incredible personalities. They're so funny to watch. And they're pretty cute and very acrobatic and athletic, but they outcompete the local lizard species and will eat them. And they are spreading rapidly northward. But I did used to enjoy seeing them every day. They'll look up at you and turn their head like a dog, and sometimes they'll do it the other way too. I don't know why that made me laugh so much. That's bad. That is bad, yes. I enjoy them, but I understand they are bad for, you know, the other biodiversity. Favorite invasive animal in Florida is a whole ass category. Yes, and it's got multiple contenders and honorable mentions and runners up. I got the crap scared out of me one time by a basilisk lizard because it came running out of a bush next to me, and they're the ones that stand up and they run on their two legs. And out of the corner of my eye, it looks like a little goblin thing came running out of a bush at me. Like a, what's it called? What are those viral Argentinian goblins that you see like pictures of on the internet? Duendos? Is that the thing? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Duende, yes. They look exactly like they look like that out of the corner of your eye when they just come running at you out of a bush. And they're like the size of a small cat. Maybe a very small cat, like a kitten, but for a lizard, that's large. They can literally run on water. I'm not sure if that's the same species or not. You know, this is a surprisingly empty corner of map. I expected more out here. We'll definitely get to that when we get to all the ruins and stuff, though. Used to be scared of Duende as a kid. Also scared of La Tulivieja, the old what? Terrifying kitten lizard. Ooh, discovered ruin. I had a feeling if we just had faith. I mean, it's a bunch of nothing, but let's check it out. Bigfoot, real or nah? You're gonna find I'm a heavy skeptic on most cryptids. Most cryptids that are not like, oh, a unique class of shellfish that nobody has discovered. Like, I understand there's stuff unknown to biology. But when it comes to, like, Bigfoot, skunk ape, Jersey Devil, Mothman, you know, all that sort of stuff, you'll find I'm a big skeptic of it. I'm not gonna say 100% they don't exist. You'll just not find me buying into the stories very easily. Ah, so this used to be United Cities. I wonder what happened out here. What about the Insulindian Phasmid? Look, there is photographic evidence of the Insulindian Phasmid. I'm a believer. You just think they're neat? You have no belief invested in them? Oh, yeah. No, just because somebody asked me if I thought they were real. You're in the Pacific Northwest, so it's kind of required for you to believe in Bigfoot. Hey, sounds good, Snow. Thank you again for the raid, and thanks for hanging with us today. No belief required, straight up proof. I saw the Phasmid. I experienced it. Nobody can tell me what I saw that day. Don't believe anything's real, just out here vibing in the Imaginarium. That's the way to do it. Like, the concept of real, that shit's not real. You telling me we can define what actually is and is not in this cosmic hallucination that we loosely inhabit and float throughout? What if words are existence? What if we make real the very thing by the simple act of discussing? Well, then I bet you'd choose your words more carefully. Concept of real? That shit's not real. Holy philosophy. Literally thinking of a concept forces it into existence. It's tulpas all the way down. If you have a thought, it exists. If you can name it, it exists. You can think it, you can do it, make it real. Don't let them stop you. Yes, I am high enough for this. Oh god, I'm a terrible influence. Somebody take my broadcasting license away. Hey, K Davis, welcome in. Always wanted to love playing this game, but it's too fucking hard. Honestly, this is gonna sound like I'm super pretentious and I'm like I'm telling you don't get it or something, but like honestly, if you just learn a little bit of how to deal with the patience and getting your ass beat and how that usually rewards you with more progression, it's oddly satisfying. But I get that it's not for everybody. You know, this is my first playthrough, and I have not reloaded a save once. And have I had many people eaten alive? Yes. And have I been kicked out of my base? Yes. But, you know, it's always been rewarding seeing how I can recover and seeing the next thing. Been some good goofy chat tonight. It has been a fun one. Ah, great. We beat up the rebel farmers, and now the manhunters are here to make them slaves. And I feel terrible about my involvement in the whole thing. I have a broadcasting license? No. No. Some might say that you should need a license to get on here and speak. I'm not going to speak to that, but no, the truth is you do not need a license to get on here and spread your word. The vibes are on point. It's been a fun one. You've been deceived. Let's be real. My dry sense of humor and flat affect have done that to many people. It's never my intent to deceive. It's just a side effect of speaking the way that I find funny. Hey, Beep's up. Who's carrying Beep? Kang. Hey, more ruins. That's what I like to see. I had a feeling if I came out this way, I would find more places. But all these ruins are, like, ruined. They don't have anything good for me to pick through. Would terrify you if I went live and just went over the top hype. Hey, you know, April Fool's is coming up. Imagine April 1st, you click onto my stream. Yes, I'm ready for the chill vibes to commence. I get on here and I've got like an air horn. What's up, everybody? Smash that button and join me for some hype today. Damaged books. A lot of damaged books. This was somebody's Library of Alexandria. Flashing lights, pulls in chat, exactly. Get some neon behind me that you can trigger. Whole new set of redeems, and it's like 8 different pitches of trap horns. Library ruins. How about a library that's not in ruins? How about we fund public education? Remember the future stream? Not since he rebranded. Because I think he does like stand-up comedy and stuff too. And yeah, he's a high energy person, but very entertaining. I don't know what the future stuff is about other than like 4K streaming. I think he does. But you fall asleep here, I know. Hey, Cemetery Chick, welcome in. How you doing, Cemetery Chick? Please feel free to tell us how your stream went today and what you were up to. You were doing some Minecraft. Are you still doing the Minecraft survival with horror mods? The world that you set up? Feel free to tell us about yourself if you'd like and what's going on over there. Cemetery Chick is a longtime friend of the channel who plays a variety of games, a lot of indie games and horror games. A lot of stuff that you're not going to see other places on Twitch. So Cemetery Chick, thank you for that raid. I appreciate you. If you'd like to stick around, talk about yourself, feel free. If you want to lurk or if you got to get out of here, no worries whatsoever. Trying to survive 1,000 days with horror mods turned all the way up. Now, I know the answer to this, but I gotta ask, is that 1,000 in-game days, or is that 1,000 real days? Is this a 3-year journey? Who's fighting who over here? Yes, in-game. Very nice. What day have you made it to so far? Day 14. Hey, that's 1.4% of the way there, so you're roughly, 1/70th. I'd say that's good progress. What's the scariest mod you have added? Came real close to losing it. You have 3 lives, but thankfully you got Dweller trophies that you could dispose of for extra lives. I'm gonna be real with you. I barely know vanilla Minecraft. That sounds like a lot of systems I'm not familiar with, but it sounds cool. It sounds like you got a lot going on. Shun, huh? I don't know if I've been to Shun. Oh, is this a library? This is a library. Those mountainy things are neat. I agree. Don't know about the scariest, but the most difficult is the goat man. Okay, so when I was a teenager, like old enough to drive teenager, I used to have to drive this like 15-minute long stretch of dark road with like forested canopy on both sides. And at some point I read about the goat man and the rake, and they both terrified me driving down that road. Looks a lot like southern Utah. I could see that. And it's funny because it gets compared to New Vegas a lot, which it also takes place in southern Utah. All right, let's see what we got. Makes you miss it. I've never been, but I've been to Arizona in wildflower season, and that was beautiful. And I've also been to Nevada. I've been to the state park. I forget which one it was. Valley of Fire. I've been to Valley of Fire State Park, and that was also beautiful. Hey, thank you for lurking, Cemetery Chick. I hope you get some good rest, or whatever it is you've got to do after your stream. Thanks for raiding over this way. Ancient Science Book, yoink. You hate that I mentioned the rake. He also terrified you when you were younger. I'm sorry. I had a thing with getting scared of cryptids when I was younger. From that area, but stuck in Florida at the moment. You know, I basically am in Florida by choice. I have been out of Florida and had opportunity to move away, and it just never felt right to me. I do struggle pretty heavily with seasonal depression. That always seems to get worse if I'm outside of Florida. And just in general, even though I don't love the 100-degree summers and hurricanes, it's just the only place where I've felt like in an environment that suits me. Okay, so that Lost Library was cool. Can we do more like that, please? Looks like we got a whole bunch of ruins if we cross over this way. And everybody's going to take a different path. I love that. We're in Florida, so I don't share where I live now, but I will say that I have lived in a variety of places in Florida, but never the Panhandle. Hey, Tao, what's up? How you doing? Hey, that's a gorillo. Panhandle is basically Alabama or Georgia, yeah. Oh, that's a lot of gorillos. Is it? Or are those Garu? Doing all right. Got back home yesterday from your France trip. Very nice. Glad that you got to do that and got home safely. Grandma snowboarded down to... Snowbirded. Not snowboarded. I'm imagining your grandma snowboarding all the way from where you are to Florida. Snowbirded down to Florida every winter from here, and the older you get, the more you realize how important sunlight is to your well-being. Yeah. Unfortunately, you've been sick since literally hours after you got off work at the start of your vacation, so now dealing with an ear infection. That sucks. I hope you get better soon. Feel like you're getting sick of Minnesota, but this time of year especially gets to you. Consistent sunshine and above freezing temps would be great right now. Yeah, I understand it. Some people do well in it and love the cold and thrive in that even for part of the year, but I don't always feel like I'm I never feel like I'm some people. Hopefully don't lose your hearing. It's been an issue for almost a week. Yeah, I'm glad you're getting to the doctor soon. Even when you used to stay active by snowboarding in the winter, it still sucks. Well, you're originally from Minnesota. Miss it sometimes. Minneapolis is a beautiful city with beautiful people. Maybe if they ever legalize rec, you'll go home. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I can see how that's a big consideration. And I feel like... Now, keep in mind, I don't usually talk politics, which I don't think this is. But I feel like I have read they are leaning that way several times, and it's only a matter of time. You love cold, though the redhead propensity for burning in sunshine probably contributes to that. I feel you. I got a sunburn one time in the lake, and I got this effect from the sunburn. You know, sometimes sunburns itch, right? They feel a little itchy, and you can scratch it, and you get a little temporary relief. I got this sunburn one time that was so bad I had to call out of work for 2 days, and I sat in a bathtub in like cool to warm water, and I tried everything I could over those 2 days, and the only thing that helped was Benadryl. Like, even legitimate silver sulfidine burn cream just made it worse. It felt like there were wasp stings under my skin, and it was at a depth in my skin that I couldn't reach it, and it was this combination of pain and itching that was nonstop. And I read about something that they actually call suicide itch that is apparently a phenomenon some people get. They call it that because it's so incessant and so bad that, you know, it makes you think that. And apparently people of Irish descent are more prone to it. And it's only happened to me once in my life. And no doctor that I've ever talked to about it, which it's not like I brought it up now years later, but none of them ever really had anything to say about it. But yeah, apparently it is a phenomenon that certain people get when exposed to certain types of sunburn. Dad thought he had such a bad sunburn that burned the tissue under the skin. It was burning for like 2 weeks. Yeah, they definitely can be bad, like really bad. Turns out it was the beginning of a heart attack. Oh, well, I hope everything was okay. He got it on time. Well, that's good to hear. That's scary. Also be a good metal album name. We come up with a lot of those here. As a Finn and you burn easy, the worst part is going to the sauna with sunburn. Hot steam on sunburn is extremely unpleasant. You know, this is not medical advice, but I have had sunburns that actually got better with exposure to hot water, and I forget why that is, but there's something about hot water can trigger a certain response that actually alleviates the reaction to sunburn, I think. No, there can be a histamine response to extreme heat or cold damage, which may be why the diphenhydramine helped. Yeah, I have to assume it was something like that, but it lasted like 2.5 days. It was really intense, and I never wish to have that happen again. It was the type of itch where if I touched it, it would hurt more, but if I scratched the skin, it was no relief because the itch felt deeper than skin. That's the only way I know how to explain it. Is this another library? Oh, yeah, we are book learning today. Got mildly burned last weekend and went for a long run this morning, and after the run, you had little pockets of sweat stuck under your peeling, burned skin. Oh, that sounds miserable. Been there and it's literally the worst. I'm glad somebody else has experienced it. I mean, I'm not. I hate that somebody else experienced it, but I'm glad that somebody else knows what I'm talking about. Didn't know itches could ever itch that bad. Yeah. Oh, it didn't hurt or anything. Well, that's good. Rescheduled Ren Fair to next weekend, and Holly is most likely not going for some personal reasons you may or may not already know about. I saw some stuff in the Discord, and I felt so bad for Holly. I don't want to say too much on stream. I haven't talked to Holly in a long time, but I do need to reach out and say something about that, I think. But totally understood. There was no way I was going to make it with the distance anyway. Contract with Mercenary Guild has ended. Told her stuff comes first. Yeah, yeah. So it's been a couple hours now. How are we feeling about the new camera setup? Do you like it more? Do you notice a difference? Is it worse? Is it just the same? What do you think? Holy HUD, yeah. Luckily, some stuff is highlighted, so you tend to get an idea of what you're looking out for. You like it? It's awesome. Okay, good. Appreciate your input. Didn't start running around your room like a madman to really test out that track. Heading back to Lord of the Rings. Sounds good. Schmitchell, thanks for hanging with us. Your only concern is that it tracks my hand when I reach for the water. Otherwise, it seems like an improvement. Halt. Cease tracking. I'm in charge here. In YouTube, my face is hidden behind the text on the right side, the YouTube comments. I'm looking at my YouTube preview. I'm trying to see how that works. Because the comments should be in their own box, right? Are you watching on mobile? Not on mobile, only on TV. Yeah, see, I don't have a TV in my room, so I've never seen what the setup looks like on TV. You're watching on TV and it looks fine. I'm surprised at the number of people watching on TV. Not that it's a bad thing at all. I just didn't expect it. Used to double my stream and it was chill. I mean, I'll take these maps for the money, but I don't really need them. You watch on TV and type on your phone. I have heard a number of people do that. It was a live chat setting on. It covers the right side. Okay, good to know. I appreciate you saying something because every bit of working knowledge I gain about the platform is good. Okay, I guess they decided down the river is the fastest way to go. Find any good loot tonight? We got a new sword. We got a Meito class horse chopper for Beep. And we found some ancient science books. Other than that, it's been kind of disappointing in terms of loot. I mean, I am at a point where not a lot excites me. But, you know, not a lot of, or not any AI cores or anything like that. Get the sword from the swamp. I did indeed. All right, what are we looking at here? More ruins. Ooh, what's that? Library. Okay, I think that's what we're making our way down to. Lots of libraries over here. You know, this seems like a kind of chill part of the map. It's not too far from Beak Things and Gorillos, but I wonder if it's a good place to base up. There's some skin spiders here. Not a huge deal, but they exist. Not a problem for us now, but at a lower level they might have been. What are we being attacked by? Ah, more skin spiders. Unless it's the same ones that just got back up. I already know all these locations. Actually, a lot of skin spiders out here, I think. All right, last ruin. Let's go check it. Hey, just a reminder as we wrap up today, if y'all have enjoyed and you're new here and have not already, please consider liking on or following on Twitch. It is anonymous. Your name will not come up, no big alert or anything. It'll just say follower. Or on YouTube. And on YouTube, if you're new to the series, you can catch the entire VOD playlist, all 38 streams, and the first 4 have been edited into a bridged series. If you want to see my first 4 days totally blind in Kenshi and learning everything from day 1. Also, I do have a recent YouTube video, my experience playing Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. That one's shorter, a little more digestible. That was a lot of fun, for the fact that the game was not always a lot of fun. Oh, whose leg got hurt? Beep, of course it's Beep. Maiko, thank you for pulling up that new vid command. Looks like a bunch of spiders here. Fun. That is a ton of spiders. Better be worth it for... Better be some AI cores or something on up in here. That went better than I anticipated. We definitely got some limb injuries. I feel like the blood spiders get bonus limb damage buffs of some kind. All right, let's get Truth to pop this open. Just a few limb juries. Hate flesh insects. That is a phrase that should not need to be said. Those should not exist. I wonder, nobody tell me, I wonder if we are near the Bugmaster and that's why we're seeing all these spiders. That one's eating another dead spider. Thank you for that whisper. I appreciate it. We are indeed going to be closing up and raiding out after I check this ruin, this library. So if anybody's got recommendations, somebody that you think we should meet that will vibe and get along with, please feel free to send it my way. Come on, Truth. Get this open. Oh. Ancient science books. Wow, they have found all kinds of spiders to fight. And Beep is unconscious again. How does he do it? Oh, somebody can go get Beep. Maybe if Beep just had some Balls brand energy, yeah, maybe. Well, alright, y'all. I think that is gonna do it. Thanks for being here, everybody. I had a great time. It's been a lot of fun, and I appreciate the opportunity to get on stream, get away from the other things going on in my life, and come here and play some Kenshi with you all. It is one of the things I most look forward to in the week, so thanks for being here for it. If everything goes well and there's no issues, the plan is to be here tomorrow around the same time. I will do my best to let you know if that is happening, if that is not happening. Just know in my heart that is my intent, but if it doesn't happen, I appreciate your patience, and we'll just go from there. Yeah, thanks everybody. Thank you everybody on Twitch. Thank you everybody on YouTube. I sure do appreciate it. GG, thank you, thank you. All right, like I say, keep an eye on the YouTube. I should have more projects coming out. Everything going on with family has slowed that down a little, but I still should have things in the pipeline. We should have some new playthroughs coming up during the week. So that's in the middle of the week, and then Saturday and Sunday, we are going to stick with Kenshi and keep going at it. So whether you want the familiar, the Kenshi, or you want to see something new from me, well, hopefully I'll have something you'll enjoy. All right, YouTube, thanks for joining us today, whether you were here live or you caught the VOD. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope we will see you again for another one. YouTube, until we catch you again, please take care of yourselves.